Hey y'all, so what I'm attempting to do here is, when we talked about the Susan Smith case many episodes ago, I tried to convey what happened and like the scenery and everything, but we're coming up on the red light that she said that she was supposedly stopped at, but it was later found to be a lie. But anyway, what I wanted to do was give you guys just kind of a view of how she drove with her kids in the car, or not how she drove, but where she drove. Now, this red light up here is the one that we're talking about, and it stays green unless somebody's coming from the cross street here. Now, you can see somebody's here, so we get the red light and have to stop. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys the route from this red light to John D. Long Lake and show you how far that little trip was. And my point in that is to show just how much time she had to change her mind about doing any of this. And there's so many homes over here full of good loving families. She could have, in my opinion, just stopped at any one of these houses and said, I can't take care of my kids. I'm guaranteeing you, any one of these people in any of these houses, especially back then in the 90s when this happened, would have been glad to stop and take those kids so she could go live her merry little life. But no, she chose not to leave them with her mother. She chose to not leave them with a stranger. She chose to kill her children, y'all. I just can't even imagine putting my wants and desires, especially for a love interest, really anything for that matter, but ahead of my kids, to murder them? Oh my word, just can't even imagine. But anyway, here we are. We're going out into the country. It's a good little ride, so please bear with me. And as you can see, it's rural. There's there's neighbors and whatnot, but still all these homes, and it's not like she could have turned around in any of their driveways either and went back home, put them to bed, and just changed her whole entire course of life. But no, she was a very selfish person. Okay, I'm just rambling, it feels like, but when I talk about the Susan Smith case, it brings up a lot of emotion, because, well, for one thing, it happened not very far from my home at all. And I had Courtney, my oldest child. She was around the same age as her oldest child. So, I was a new mom, and it just brought up a lot of emotions. It's just mind-blowing to think that anybody could do that. But anyway, like I said, she had so much time to change her mind from that red light, because look how far we've already gone. I haven't been keeping up with the mileage, but we've been traveling a good little ways down Highway 49. Just crap passed over the Mink Creek. But yeah, we're still on Highway 49, and it won't be too much longer. We'll be coming up where we turn out to the lake. It's not my most favorite place to go, but I just really felt like I needed to do this. I've had it on my mind a lot lately, and I realized, and I want to apologize right now too, that I know the video's crooked, but for some reason my dashboard thing for my phone just doesn't want to sit straight. So please bear with me. I'm kind of on a low budget right now. We'll get better things, better equipment, but yeah, as long as you don't think about what has happened, on this road. And, it seems like we're never going to get here, but I promise y'all it's not much further. Side of the road that you can't see from the phone camera is the biggest part of it, showing where it goes into the lake, the creek does. But so we're getting close. Always look for that little landmark to know that I'm getting close. Fingers crossed that for some reason they don't have the road that goes out to the lake closed off for any reason today, because that would be kind of like totally defeating the purpose of making this video, me driving way out here in the country. But it's like I said on the podcast episode about that case, we doubted, like a lot of her story didn't add up, but but what if there was some truth to it? And we were scared, of letting our little ones get very far out of our view. We were just frightened. What if there's some kind of crazy person out in the county, stealing people's kids? But we just had so many mixed feelings about this whole thing. Our light rates here in South Carolina is kind of loud too. So, just had new tires put on Luna Bell, so it's not the car making the noise. It's our lovely roads. But anyway, so we're getting closer. I promise y'all it's not much further. When you've never been out here before, it seems like, oh my God, am I ever going to get out here? But yeah. Alright, so here we are. We're pulling into the lake. And I did pause the video for just like 2 minutes because I don't want this to be too hard to send and get uploaded and whatnot. So anyway, bear with me. So anyway, here we are. Now, if you can look over here, I'll take the camera off the thing so you can see it. But if you can see, there's the memorial for little Michael and Alex. And then there's that also. People still leave flowers and toys and whatnot out here. Those precious little babies did not deserve the demise they met. Okay, so we're going to go on down this road because we're almost at the lake. Y'all, even when she got here, she could have changed her mind, but she didn't. And imagine coming down this road late at night like she did, and it's just dark as hell out here. I've never been here at night, but I can only imagine how dark. But here we are. Now there's guardrails up all the way around. Because if you recall, on that episode, I did talk about the other family that passed away when they were out looking at the area. But, as you can see, it's pretty deserted out here. You know? Now, I'm going to try to record and show y'all where she went back to that house after she ran up this road, after she watched her babies plunge in a car into those murky waters. Picnic shelter out here, but I don't really think anybody would want to come out here anymore. But so after she watched her babies go into the water in the car, she runs back up this road while her babies are dying. Okay, put that in your head. Those babies were dying when she's running or probably walking back up this road. And she just deserted her babies back there. I can't even fathom. Like, it's really bad. And I'm sorry if the sun gets pretty rough in a minute, because we're going to be heading back west when we turn right out of here. And it's that beautiful time of day. But, yeah, she came down this road. And if I'm correct, the house that she ran to beg for help was right up here on the right. But when people pass by me on this road, they probably think, what are you doing out here, lady? But anyway, there's a house up here on the right that I'm 100%, no, let's don't say 100, I'm going to say 99% sure is the home that she ran to and told them that a man had taken her kids and forced her out of the car. Now, you would have to shoot me to get me out of the car and abandon my kids with a stranger. It's still mind-blowing. And I'm sorry that I was kind of unprepared. It was a spur of the moment. I thought I had the opportunity. I'm waiting on Alex to get off of work. And I just got new tires put on the car. So I was like, you know what? While I'm killing time, I'm going to do this so I can get it edited this weekend. And we're going to upload it. But anyway, I just wanted to give y'all, you know, a little bit of an idea of the path, you know, that Susan Smith was on the night that she decided to kill her kids, or the night that she actually did kill her kids. But y'all have a great afternoon, evening, whatever time it is that you're watching this. Y'all have, you know, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I'm planning on doing more videos for our YouTube channel. But, you know, who knows what might come up next. Y'all have a good day.